like get an understanding of where everyone's coming in with their understanding of consent and sexual violence before we like really get into things. But I'm sure everything you planned is great.
Well, I always appreciate your opinions. So today we're going to be leading a discussion group with a couple different people, and we're really excited for it. I've reached out to some of my volunteers and our mailing list to kind of have some students that are really...
Abuse does thrive in silence, and highlighting that and seeing these women come forward and support each other and get that support and cope in the many different ways shown in this is so important to show that there is hope and there is life after moving on from all of this. I think it was a really powerful piece. These are really, really great stories that you bring to the forefront in this, in a really succinct way that, states the facts, but still gives a good amount of humanity to these characters as well, to these people as well.
The girls who get to speak their stories, their truths of their experiences in this video are incredibly brave and shine a light on what has been an ongoing issue for decades, but they do not revel in their trauma or abuse, but instead are really shown to be elevated in strength by all that they've overcome, and how they express that through their words, through outreach, through holding the hand of another who is in a moment of distress, through music. There are all these wonderful ways we see them coping and thriving. And I think, again, it takes it back to the title. While assault thrives in silence, survivors thrive through words.
This was a brave, eye-opening short from Canada about universities that have areas where people who have experienced sexual violence can go to be heard. The interviews of survivors were candid and honest, and I was impressed by how the film captured them in a sensitive way. It is obviously an urgent and important service. The soundtrack under the film was perfect, notably the gentle piano. I liked the touching vocals by one of the survivors, so talented and passionate. Great idea to show vitally useful contact info at the end.
It is intense. It comes right off the bat with a trigger warning, which I really respect the director and the filmmakers that decided to go about this, because this is a heavy topic at hand and not everyone can deal with the intensity of these things. I think this piece is relevant to sexual assault prevention and trauma healing. As someone who is an advocate for these types of actions, I think it's really interesting to see how her parents listened to her and knew the way, led her directly onto this path of healing from this incident. She kept pretty silent about what had happened to her, it seemed like, until this moment in time, and it was captured for all of us to see. So it's kind of emotionally gripping here. And we get to see sort of her passion with music and singing and, weaving this pain into beauty, so to speak. And, when her parents hear about this assault taking place, their reaction was to buy a piano, bring this piano, install this piano, because they knew this was something that she would lean into as part of her healing journey process, which I think is a very beautiful thing to kind of bear witness to. Provide a sense of healing right away, I think, is a beautiful experience to be able to see this witness.
Rape is very, very serious. It's something that when they do talk about what happened to them in the past, you can tell that they're trying to fight back the tears. Their stories clearly weren't rehearsed. They were genuine. Sam is a wonderful person to just because she's listening to people. She's listening to them and she's feeling their heartbreak. I get what Sam's doing, and she's a remarkable woman trying to make people, women, feel like they have a safe space to come talk to another woman to talk to about something horrible that happened to them.
Really inspiring to hear the work that everyone involved is doing, and I think it's a really important message that everyone would definitely benefit from hearing, especially in the post-secondary school settings.